In this video, we'll look into the truths about spirit guides that most people don't talk about. I'm going to give you a new way of looking at what they really mean, how we connect with them, and the deeper truths about this magical process. Thanks for coming back to another informative session. Today we're going to talk about 3 basic facts about spirit guides that people often forget. Here, we'll talk about ways to connect with them and build self-trust in the present moment, because our beliefs have a huge effect on what we experience. Based on what we believe, spirit guides show up in our lives, making us feel at ease and at home. In no way does this mean they don't exist. Instead, it shows how personal our spiritual interactions are. Our religious or cultural upbringings shape how we see things, which is why we see spirit guides as angels or family members. These understandings come from the beliefs we hold as individuals. For example, a spirit guide might show up as a person we know from the past, like a beloved grandparent. There are many types of spirit guides, and each one is made to fit our individual spiritual journey. 2 main ideas are at the heart of our exploration. To begin, we are immortal beings going through temporary human experiences. This deep realization makes us feel calm and gives us a new perspective. It reminds us that life is a complex web of experiences that we should enjoy in each moment. Quantum physics supports this idea by showing that energy lasts forever and never really goes away. The things we sense, which shape our interactions with the world, give us glimpses into the rich fabric of existence. They are, however, just lenses through which we see reality. We see, touch, taste, and hear the world around us on our journey, which lets us experience life through our senses. But beyond these sensory realms, there are frequencies and dimensions that we can't directly perceive. There are spiritual dimensions that are just waiting to be discovered, just like there are sounds and colors that we can't fully understand. The fact that our multidimensional nature goes far beyond the physical world reminds us of how big we are. As we learn more about this topic, we uncover the many layers of existence and connect with the essence of our spirit guides and our own spiritual truths. They all work together to help us understand vibrations and our reality. However, our senses are limited and can't pick up on some frequencies, like the ultrasonic sounds of a dog whistle or the infrared and X-ray light that we can't see. But does their invisibility mean they don't exist? Our limited sensory abilities make the different ways that reality can be interpreted even more clear. Think about how many different kinds of vibrations are in everything. This realization makes us want to change how we think about ourselves and who we really are. In this video, I'm leading you on a journey of self-discovery and encouraging you to see yourself in a bigger picture and learn more about spirit guides. You have a lot more space than you can imagine. As we live our lives on Earth, we often forget that we are immortal spiritual beings having temporary human experiences. Earth is different and harder to live on than other cosmic domains because of this amnesia or veil of forgetfulness. In a symbolic way, life is like a long-lost video game where the main goal is to awaken to our true selves and connect with our higher selves. This process of remembering opens up new ways of seeing things that can't be put into words. I personally went through this deep change when I had my spiritual awakening. I had a shift in consciousness that affected every part of my being. Even though we are multidimensional beings, our earthly upbringing often keeps us from seeing this deep truth. Our surroundings affect what we think and believe, making us only identify with the real parts of our lives. But behind this conditioned exterior lies the vastness of our multidimensional nature, which exists in many realms at the same time. Really, the only thing that exists is the present moment, which is like a blank canvas on which our many-sided selves are carefully woven. Understanding the illusion of time is an important part of getting to know spirit guides. We think of time as a series of moments that happen in the eternal now. In a way, the past is just a collection of moments that used to be the present. On the other hand, the future is still just a projection of the present moment. waiting to happen. Our idea of time as being linear and sequential is something we've made up, but it doesn't match how reality works. Neuroscience has shown that every time we think about a memory, we change it in small ways, which changes how we see the past. When we accept that memories are always changing, we can let go of attachments to the past and remember that our true existence is rooted in the present moment, which is always changing. We are eternal beings whose perspectives are always changing and evolving across many dimensions. Realizing this is a key part of understanding what spirit guides are. A lot of the time, we think of our spirit guides as separate from ourselves. Even though this might be true in some situations, a closer look shows a deep connection. Think about the idea of an oversoul, which is a big thing from which individual sparks or parts of consciousness go to different worlds and lives. These sparks, like our spirit guides, are linked pieces of the same oversoul. They offer wisdom and guidance based on a shared essence. When we talk to our spirit guides, we might be talking to parts of our multidimensional selves that live on different levels of existence. This realization goes against the common belief that separate beings guide us, and instead shows how the universe is filled with a web of consciousness that is all connected. Not only do we have to rediscover who we really are, but we also have to learn how to harmonize and integrate all the different parts of ourselves. Through these connections, we get ideas, direction, and a better sense of how we are connected to everything in the universe. Basically, learning about spirit guides encourages us to go beyond the limits of our individual identities and accept the vast truth of our multidimensional, interconnected lives. When we understand what spirit guides are like, we reach the deepest level of unity consciousness. A lot of the time, our spirit guides are just different versions of ourselves that live in other worlds and higher dimensions. At first, this idea might seem scary, but Dolores Cannon's writings help us understand how everything is connected. As the founder of the quantum healing hypnosis technique, famous author Dolores Cannon went deep into the study of consciousness. People were able to access their subconscious minds during QHHT sessions, which were done at the deepest levels of brainwave activity. This gave them deep insights into their purpose and existence. Cannon's in-depth research, which is written up in over 17 books, including the Convoluted Universe series, shows that a lot of different people are on the same path of awakening and moving towards higher consciousness. One of the most important things to learn from Cannon's work is that people get help from other parts of themselves in different dimensions. This shows how complicated the web of connections is, which goes beyond simple ideas of time and identity. By reading Cannon's transcripts and lessons, we start a journey of self-discovery and become aware of how big and complex our being is. The second truth about spirit guides is that we need to know how they talk to us. In our daily lives, they often use signs and coincidences to send us messages and show us the way. These symbols may show up as problems or challenges that force us to rethink our path and make choices that are in line with our values. Spiritual guidance is more than just hearing voices or seeing things while you meditate. It includes small pushes, intuitive insights, and events that happen at the same time that are in line with your soul's journey. We can deepen our connection with spirit guides and move through life with clarity and purpose if we pay attention to these subtle signs and stay open to divine guidance. Basically, the lessons we can learn from Dolores Cannon's work tell us to accept that we are multidimensional, see how all parts of our consciousness are connected, and pay attention to our spirit guides' subtle but important advice as we move forward on the path of spiritual evolution. Spiritual guidance often comes to us in deep and subtle ways, telling us to connect with our true selves and follow our higher purpose. These nudges and signs can come in many forms, going beyond normal ways of talking. Thinking back on a time in my life a few years ago, I remember being in a relationship that didn't feel energetically right. Even though I had doubts at first, I kept going because I kept seeing clear signs along the way. This event woke me up and was a message from a higher power telling me to look at my path again. Even though these signs aren't always welcome at the time, they have deep meanings. They don't have to have loud voices or clear vision. Instead, they could be small nudges, gut feelings, or events that happen at the same time. For example, following a passion and feeling a rush of inspiration or positive feedback can be seen as spirit guides guiding us. Being open to these signs is important, even if they go against what we think or what feels comfortable. They often serve as gentle reminders of our soul's journey and the need to get back on track with our true path. When we accept these signs with openness and awareness, we can go through the ups and downs of life with purpose and clarity. Spiritual guidance goes beyond normal ways of talking to people. It includes a wide range of subtle signs and intuitive insights that help us connect with our higher selves and our life's purpose. Staying aware of the signs and symbols that show up in our daily lives is an important part of connecting with our spirit guides. By becoming more aware of this, we connect with our higher purpose and the vast world of spirit guides that surrounds us. The third truth about spirit guides is about a part of our relationship with them that we often forget or don't think about: the deep connection we make with them while we sleep. We become more aware of our spiritual connections and can talk to many spirit guides and different versions of ourselves every night when we fall asleep. This journey at night gives you insights and messages, though they are often hidden in symbols. When we sleep, our deepest experiences show us how big our lives are beyond the physical world. In higher dimensions, where time and space have different meanings, there is unending love and possibility all around us. Still, this deep connection isn't fully recognized when we're awake because it might make us question what we think we know about reality. Setting intentions before bed can be an incredibly potent way to harness our connection with spirit guides. By consciously intending to remember our dreams or receive symbolic messages, we open ourselves to profound insights and guidance. This practice has been a cornerstone of my nightly routine, and each morning I awaken with clear signs and instructions guiding me along my life's path. You too can embark on this transformative journey by setting intentions and remaining receptive to the guidance that emanates from within. In addition to setting intentions, engaging in regular meditation and introspection can deepen our connection with spirit guides. Rather than seeking external validation or approval, we discover that the true wellspring of guidance resides within ourselves. Through introspective practices, we access our multidimensional nature and unlock a wealth of wisdom and direction that propels us forward on our spiritual journey. Meditation offers a gateway to inner spaciousness, where we can connect with the subtle vibrations of our intuition and higher consciousness. As we cultivate a meditative state, our vibration naturally rises, aligning us with a higher frequency conducive to spiritual growth and clarity. This heightened state of awareness allows us to perceive and interpret the guidance from our spirit guides more clearly, leading to transformative insights and empowered decision-making. By looking into our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, we unravel layers of conditioning and gain a deeper understanding of our true nature. This self-awareness is crucial for establishing a strong connection with our spirit guides, as it enables us to discern their subtle messages and integrate their guidance into our daily lives. Setting intentions, practicing meditation, and engaging in self-reflection form a holistic approach to connecting with our spirit guides and accessing higher realms of consciousness. By embracing these practices, we unlock the vast reservoir of wisdom and guidance that resides within us, paving the way for profound spiritual growth and transformation. In essence, getting in touch with our spirit guides means paying attention to the small signs around us, embracing the deep connection we make while we sleep, and exploring the depths of our being through meditation and self-reflection. This journey of spiritual alignment and self-discovery opens up endless possibilities and gives us the strength to live our lives with clarity and purpose. A deep sense of meditation and an emotional connection are often the first steps in getting in touch with our spirit guides and higher consciousness. As we become more aware of this meditative spaciousness, our vibration naturally rises. This makes us more conscious and aware. I went through this change myself many years ago when I consciously raised my vibrational state. At first, I went back and forth between feeling like a 4 or 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. After this change, I always felt like a 7 or 8, and this good change became my new normal. It is important to remember that our existence and potential go far beyond what we can think of. Accepting this broader view of consciousness can cause big changes in every part of our relationships. I hope this look into spirit guides and consciousness was helpful to you. If this message hits home for you, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel to see more like it. Thank you for listening.